Hello and welcome to the 50-cent tour of Tuesday, September 10th, 2013. Please find a seat on the Liberty Bus and we will begin our tour. Today is one of the tour days where I have a whole lot of sites and I am going to get through them as quickly as my computer will allow without a whole lot of comment. I will comment on this. Second City Network helped kickstart World 3. This is a joke video. It's great for people who don't get what's going on or don't want to hear a big long story from you. They can just watch this video and get it and laugh and be entertained, and it's great. Here is something much more serious. InfoWars RT sources: Syrian rebels plan Chem attack on Israel from Assad-controlled territories. So this is something that has potential, and as Alex Jones was saying, if he were strategizing this situation, that's what he would do. Here is an article from the Daily Sheeple. The UN has had evidence that Syrian rebels have been using chemical weapons since May. So I guess that's a pretty substantial argument against attacking Assad and siding with the rebels who have been known to be murdering Christians and burning their communities. From Blacklisted News, there is this article: watch the full interview with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad you're not seeing on TV. If you have a little time and you really want to get more deeply into this topic, this is the means by which you can do it. You can get a feel for who Assad really is and formulate your own opinions as opposed to accepting other people's opinions. And this article from Adask's Law asks, what kind of government comes next? Assuming that we will get some kind of a new government. And in considering this question, what kind of government will we get next, I wanted to mention this television show called Jericho. It was 2006 through 2008, and I didn't watch it when it was on TV, but I've just recently, our family has been going through the episodes on Netflix, and it almost could be used as a primer on what can happen when and if the current status quo is rocked and altered and people are starting over, not quite from scratch, but pretty close. And Jericho is canceled, ended. The show had 2 seasons and 30 episodes. Why was it canceled? Well, if you watch it, as you get toward the end, you may have some opinions on that you can form for yourself. Here is an article from Sherry Questioning All. Obama secretly had court reverse NSA ban of spying on Americans in 2011. Video of Obama 2007 about no spying, freedom's more important. And I'm not Obama bashing. I keep all these dialogues focused where they should be focused. And this is a significant aspect of Obama's presidency, and I think that it highlights how he has honored his word, which is not very well. From the website The Universal Seduction is this article: Benghazi Whistleblower, I've been punished for telling the American people the truth about Benghazi. I guess that's not too difficult to believe, is it? But this is another aspect, another dialogue that we need to keep going, is Benghazi. This is very important, and be wrong to let it die. Here's a little good news from Project Camelot. California shoots down NDAA. And according to an article on Russia Today, which is quoted here, this week the California State Senate unanimously shut down the federal government's indefinite detention powers in a 37-0 vote. Lawmakers are refusing to provide material support for the National Defense Authorization Act, and if the measure becomes law, it will be difficult for the government to enforce indefinite detention in the state. So Californians don't very often get anything to be happy about regarding their government. So when we get something, we want to talk about it. And we are approaching our good news portion of the tour. From Natural News, here's an article. Turmeric is a powerful anti-cancer agent and your liver's best friend. And that is based on research, which is always helpful. And here we have an article from Hope Girl. Finally, we have found the perfect way to release free energy technology to the people. And this is a generator that has been discussed with some angels, which is what big-time investors are called, and they are willing to back this project if the inventor can create a working model, and the people who are putting this together needed funding to have just the initial model to prove that it could work. And so they decided to do some crowdsourcing, and home quantum energy generator, quantum free energy generator to power your home. They needed $8,600, and they have 113% of what they needed with 4 days left. So this project has been funded, and free energy is on its way to an off-the-grid home near you. Hopefully your own, right? And just as an aside, it was interesting. We were in a Costco over the weekend and happened to see these little compact solar generators that are on wheels so that you can travel with them. And it was $699 to generate 1,500 watts. So I have mentioned that to a few people who are skeptical and aren't sure how well it would work. But this idea of free energy and being able to live off the grid, I believe that it's coming within arm's reach of all of us. So that is great news, because a lot of the power that the cabal has is derived from sales of things related to energy, petroleum, natural gas, that sort of thing. And for our final good news article, Natural News has this article: consumption of apple cider vinegar may accelerate weight loss. So if you're trying to lose weight and struggling with that, here's an idea. Consume more apple cider vinegar. And as always, the Daily Tour is a presentation of She Who Will Walk in the Dark Productions. We thank you for joining us for today's tour, and if you've been listening to news programs or reading blogs today, you are aware that it appears that we have dodged a bullet with regard to Syria, that there's not going to be a war in the immediate future, and as that one article stated, some people are anticipating that there might be some kind of attack on Israel that is blamed on Assad, but let's not, go looking for trouble. Let's take a day and give thanks and just be relieved that war is not immediately breaking out. The dawn is coming, Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Hoping that you will love one another, take care, and insist on liberty.